Are we recording?
Weekends are not for showers.
Spitting on the ones and twos.
Wait, are we gonna get copyright infringement for that?
Welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister.
We're really relying on our editors to do a good job.
And we are live. Actual recording is higher quality.
I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that message come up before.
I saw it on both of ours.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister, our recording program. It's been updating stuff in the back end, and some messages came up that we were like, hey. So that means the quality is good, I guess.
I love it.
Welcome.
I can't see a difference, but
Let's
go with it.
Well, that's what it said. It's like it's higher quality than actual what we're seeing. So we're just high quality bitches now. Hey, let's celebrate. Hey, sister, soul sister. I'm Erica.
And I'm Leia. I am so excited to be here.
Yes.
I'm home and I'm happy. I'm home.
Home sweet home. I mean, I would be too. I would be too after like 2 weeks of just being in a hotel room.
and then like just what we recorded, feels like millennials ago, but literally last week. Mm-hmm. And I was like on the phone app doing the thing, feeling like blah. Mm-hmm. And here I am a week later, feeling great. Yeah. So very excited to do this today.
Yeah. How's your lungs? How are your lungs?
Oh my gosh, we are going to talk about it in the struggles.
Okay. We're going to talk about that later.
I've got a whole agenda for the struggles and high vibes and
COVID edition.
We will talk about it. COVID edition volume 2. Yeah.
I know that's the name of the episode, COVID edition volume 2. Even though we never had volume 1, but
I mean, I guess last week could have been volume 1, but I think we titled it.
We titled it like Fancy Pants, and then I changed it to Fancy No Pants because we talked about the Kardashians not wearing pants.
Speaking of the Kardashians,
that coffee looks so good. You're drinking coffee, right?
Thank you. Yes, it has a nice caramel oat milk creamer.
Ooh.
Obsessed with it. It's so good.
So I haven't been drinking.
I may bring it to Palm Springs or like when we go grocery shopping.
Let's do that. So I haven't been drinking coffee at home because I left my creamer at work. Oh, no. And then since like I don't go grocery shopping because I buy those service the food that's already made, like it's a local service that brings it, and so I don't really go to the grocery store anymore because I don't really cook, and like anything like I eat at work, so like I have extra meals all the time. It's crazy. Like work feeds us and all that. Yes. But I was just like, I need to go to the store and buy creamer because today's like today, Saturday morning, or when I'm working from home like all day, I'm like, I really miss the coffee.
Yes, 100%. So I don't know how you've made it this long.
Well, like I'll drink coffee at work, but it's like not when I'm here, or I'm going to like the like local coffee shops and getting like coffee. Like there's Starbucks, I go there, but there's also this other place called like Honey Lux or whatever that has really good coffee, but they're kind of pricey. That's not where I'm going later because I don't have a big space. But I'm going to another coffee shop today to work on some client stuff because I was hired to do an intro, so I'm gonna get in my creative zone and go to a coffee shop and just get out of the house. I think you have
inspired me to go and get my berry matcha latte at some point.
Yummy.
At some point today. I think maybe after this. That sounds like a good call.
Yeah, sounds really good. Well, I have some cheese mint. There's time for today's Cheesemate Corner. Ding, 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 ding. We need I need to find a sound and play it here in the meeting. I haven't done that in a while. Like
I know there's options.
I know there is options. Can you see the options now?
No, I cannot. It's still for you.
Okay, we're gonna play an option. I don't know what it sounds like, so it may be totally wrong. It's called Transition 2. Let's see if it works. Now it's time for Cheesemate Corner. Nothing happened.
I can't. Nothing happened. just kind of waited in silence.
Maybe this works. No?
That one worked.
Oh. We're laughing at ourselves.
Yeah, that one worked, and I could hear that one. Okay.
That one was delayed on me because you're like, it worked, and I was like, I don't hear it.
Oh,
I don't hear it. But then I heard it. Well, then that sucked. But she's my corner. So I guess everyone's just fucking breaking up right now. It's the time of breaking up. So news yesterday, I saw it yesterday. I don't know if it hit yesterday, but it hit for me because that's when I saw it. Michael B. Jordan and whoever the Steve Harvey.
Oh, it's Steve Harvey's daughter.
Yeah.
They did not.
They broke up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I'm not really.
I did not hear it.
I'm not really sad about because, that means he's on the market and I'm single, he's single. Hey. I mean, she likes to wear no pants too. And I can't guarantee I look good with no pants, but, at least I have a bubbly personality.
Right I mean, gosh, the world must be like, yes!
Everyone.
Oh, Lordy.
So what if Michael B. Jordan is my soulmate?
I mean, could definitely be. But why? Did we know why they broke up?
No, it did. I don't think it said. But the funny part is, in this picture that I have from People Magazine, she's wearing a dress with no pants. Yeah. She's like via Kourtney Kardashian. It's the in thing.
It's the in thing to be. But you know what? That's what I'm gonna rock all week at Palm Springs. This is the week.
Well,
no pants 40 birthday party.
Wait. Let's explain what we're doing. We're at a fucking pool. Hence, no pants.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. This is the red carpet. I mean, but she's hot. I don't know if I could compete with that.
She's fucking gorgeous. Yes, you can. She's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm
not
surprised.
competing.
I really thought this was gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
I thought this was the one for him.
Yeah. Well, because I'm the one.
I guess.
He just hasn't met me yet.
The universe intervened.
God angels. There's no comparing. There's no competition. They're done. They're over. Yes, we're gonna lock eyes. I'm gonna be at a coffee shop in LA once I live there, working on writing my script, and he comes in and accidentally bumps into my dog, and he spills coffee on my dog.
He's gonna fall in love with your dogs first, and then look into your eyes and be like,
"Oh my God, you're the one I've been waiting for." Where have you been all my life? Well, I was in the wrong relationship my whole life.
As were you, sir.
As were you. Let's just combine lives and souls. Let's be that power couple on that red carpet. Shall we? I want to have imagine how pretty our babies would look. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Because I have the color eyes. Oh my God. The babies would be so gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I can't even.
Gorgeous little.
It shouldn't be allowed genetically.
No, it should be illegal.
It would happen.
How gorgeous our babies would be. Should be illegal.
Michael B. Jordan, if you're listening, it's
Michael
time.
B., it's time.
This is your sign.
I'm here for you.
I'm telling you, that would be a beautiful scene in your script. Just cut out to this fantasy real life montage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember this moment. It's a good moment.
Yeah, it's a good moment.
We digress into our fantasy life.
Michael B. Jordan's single fantasy life. Well, but the fantasy continues.
Okay.
Shakira and her long-term boyfriend called it quits as well.
This one made me sad too. I was like, "Dang you!"
Yeah, he's a soccer player. I don't know how to say his name.
They were kind of a power couple too, because he was pretty popular. I can't remember what team, but. Soccer players and their fans, come on. And then Shakira.
So they split. So now Shakira and I are gonna be homies.
There you go.
Gonna hang out,
there you go.
We're gonna just do our thing, hang out, be best friends. She's gonna show me how my hips don't lie. All the things. Yeah, that one, because they have 2 kids. They have 2 kids. And they were together for like 10 years, I think I saw.
I think like 12, something 12, like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Long time. So, and look, that's hard. The grieving of that long-term relationship. It's been for me. And then journey. Mercury's in retrograde.
Oh, it's done now.
It was done,
it's
but
done
like
now.
it's not that it explains what I was going through, but it's like a rewind moment. We could jump into the rewind now that the Chismes Corner's over. But like the past 2 weeks have been like really like bad. Like intense like anger, emotions, and energy, like intense energy, at least for me, and really just wanting to get back with my ex, and like me doing things like that like really hard for me to like control my emotions. And so when the anger kicks in, it was hard for me to control my actions, and like I just kind of got in these like really weird states, and I like would call my ex, and it was just kind of like very explosive and toxic. And like I sent Leia a meme, and it said Mercury, what did it say? Mercury finished retrograde, and I'm pulling it up. I know what it said.
Yeah, you might get to it faster than I do.
So let me just look at it. It said me so it's a meme, and it was like me waking up at the end of Mercury retrograde at my ex's house with bangs. So I didn't go to my ex's house. I didn't get bangs, but damn, that energy, that's exactly how I felt.
You felt it.
Yeah, I felt it, and then regret it, and be like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, like I deserve better. Like, why am I like trying to convince a man to get back with me when it was like very toxic? I put myself in the back burner. They didn't support me in the things I wanted to do. And when I suggested therapy, they weren't for it. They didn't want to do it. And they literally like would tell me to grow up because I had these big dreams, and like didn't understand. Like they wanted me to settle down. And for me, I was like, I don't believe in settling down. I believe in living. Like the next person I find, like, people always say like, oh, I want to find someone to settle down with. Well, my thing is I want to find someone to do life with, because settling down is like, like when people say you settle, you just settle.
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah, you're just settling, and it's not like you're not going after what you really want. But when you do things, like the mindset's different. Like I want to do someone to do life with. It's like living life with and experience life with, and just like enjoying our journey here. And are we gonna have days where we're just sitting on the couch talking or watching TV and doing things that settled people do? Yes, but we're also gonna have this other experience.
Yeah. I mean, language is so important. And I think that's the magical thing that I keep discovering over and over and over again. Is what we tell ourselves. Like, it literally, like, our words are like spells. They give us context and meaning. And it's not that, and I feel like what I'm about to say is really powerful, so I'm closing my eyes. So language is huge. It gives us meaning in our life. But what we miss out of that is, or what we're not taught about that is, we're the ones who are creating that language. We're the ones who create the voices in our heads. We're the ones that create the meaning and the context of our life. And we take for granted, or we don't even realize that what we say, especially the ones that we're not, especially the thoughts that we're not paying attention to, it's what we say that creates our entire reality. So face value, settling down and living life with someone could be the exact same thing looking at it. But the meaning and the feeling and the energy behind it is very different. because we define what that life is going to look like by the words that we're saying.
Ooh. Take a picture right there. Ooh.
I know. I had to close my eyes. If you're watching this on YouTube, I had to close my eyes because literally was like feeling that this is like a message that needs to be said. Like it literally is the language that we bring to our lives that creates everything. So it looks like the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Traveling the world with someone, sitting in the couch, like chilling, cooking dinner together. It looks like the exact same thing, but you can call it settle down and settling, or you can call it living life with someone. And that has two different energies and frequencies. Yeah. It has a different meaning. It has a different context. Yeah. Two couples can be doing the exact same thing and they could call it something so different. And that means everything. But we create that meaning by the words that we say.
Ooh. Big energy.
that had to be said. That was a channeled message.
Release it into the universe. Our words are magical. And we so are casting spells all day.
I felt that one in my soul. I don't know if I channeled or conjured even. I don't think I've channeled like that really in a while. I've been so head deep in my dissertation. Yeah. So in the energy of not necessarily third eye, but crown energy, in the just logical and reasonable and really focused on logistics. I'm just realizing right now that I haven't been tapped into not just spirituality, just myself. I think I've been so in here, in my head. I'm pointing head area. I haven't created a lot of space for my heart area, but we'll get into that in the struggles and high vibes.
Yeah, well, you have your reasons too. You have your reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I dropped my charger, but keep going.
I think we were
Found it. I got it.
I was looking at my notes, the stuff that I wrote for what my struggles and high vibes were. So before we get to that, so we went to the same university, right? And so,
excuse me, I burped.
We get, I don't know, Leia, if you get him here or your parents get him, but do you get the Alumni Magazine? The Alumni Magazine?
Yes.
The UCR magazine?
My parents get it.
Yeah. And it's the headline this month, which I just got a few days ago, is 40 under 40. 40 under 40. Which I wish it just would say, magnificent people that accomplish stuff, no matter what age. This is the 100%. Reason why it's so triggering. It's you have to be accomplished under 40. And me, as someone who is basically rebuilding my life at 40, not only with relationship, but career and where I live, I'm completely changing it. It kind of makes me feel did I waste the past years,
yeah,
and it kind of downgraded me, and I know it's these belief systems I had, but at the same time I was hey, how about you just put people that are alum that did amazing things, doesn't matter what their fucking age is.
I know. Let's celebrate that. Subliminal programming is everywhere. Yeah. And I think, literally, if you're not paying attention to it, it's just constantly brainwashing. Yeah. Constant. Yeah. 40 under 40, great. Or even 30 under 30. Guys, let me celebrate you. And I feel super accomplished, but you're right. There are people still what does that mean? Do we tap out at 30? Do we tap out at 40 and be all right, I did it.
That's it. 40, I can't.
I did it. I can't accomplish anything else.
Yeah.
I have maxed out what I'm supposed to do on this earth at 30 and 40. No. Yeah. It is so ridiculous. The ageism. It's this is one of the things that I have come into my awareness. I am forever forever going to be doing something. Yeah, will I retire from work? Probably. Yeah, I am. But I will continue to like use this brain, use this heart, use this body. Like I think that is like I am committed to that never stopping.
Yeah.
And so I think these like silly little taglines. I mean, it's totally clickbait. You know, it's like, oh, what are you doing at 40? But it's like this subliminal message that's like you're
definitely
you're done.
like I literally have been going on YouTube and like doing things like restarting your life after 40, and you'll be surprised like what like I found this therapist and she was just like a lot of people actually make the majority of their wealth once after 40. There was this other therapist who actually didn't become a therapist till he was 40. Like he started going to school at 40, so he had a divorce and like he sat with like himself for like a year or two and then started going to school, so he didn't even become a therapist until he was 45. And like the word midlife crisis and all that, he's just like, it's not a midlife crisis, it's like you're finally realizing you let go of other people's opinions and you realize this is what I want out of my life. Like I've been living for others and I'm not living for myself, and so that's kind of where it happens around that time. And so it's just kind of those things that I've been like watching and really paying attention to, because there's a lot of times, especially in this small town that I live in, where everyone my age is kids are graduating high school or are they're becoming grandparents, you know? It feels like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do with my rest of my life? I'm going to be single. There's no more single guys around here. Everyone's married with kids. And it kind of freaks me out because of the small town mentality from the people in this area. That freaks me out, and I have to like actively search like, oh yeah, people actually can find their partners after 40, careers after 40, people have kids after 40, and it's just like, it's fine. I'm just like, I'm done living a life that was for other people's belief system and security, and also my security too. I was playing it safe, and now it's time for me to actually do what I want to do, because I know it's been pulling at me, and I know if I die and I'm not trying to live that life, or like, you know, on the journey to it, I'm going to regret it. You know, it's not about getting to the goal. It's just about going on that journey. So I'd rather die on that journey than live what I was living before, you know? Yeah. So yeah. Or regret when I die, I would regret it, you know? So, so 40 under 40 is a bunch of BS, but I did notice, and I think did we talk about this? Your guy, Joe Kelly?
Used to go to UC. He did go to UCR. That's my dude. He's not a Dodger anymore, but he's on the White Sox. Yeah. But he'll always have a place in my heart.
Always be a place in your heart.
Joe Kelly.
Yeah. And for that, guys, that was a big struggle, but that was just something I wanted to bring up. You know, because this podcast is turning it's turning more into less about pop culture and like friendship and more about breakups at an older age, starting over, turning 40, and thriving, you know?
I think we were asked, or you were asked what our brand was for Hey Sister Soul Sister.
Oh yeah,
and
we
I
were
think
talking
more and more, like I think I'm realizing it's becoming lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's becoming life. It's becoming, because like what we're going through, turning 40 and being 40 and into this decade and the next, because let's face it, everyone, soul gangsters, we're not stopping here. Like, so you're in this journey for like how the multiple reiterations of what this is going to look like. I think it's relatable, and I think our people want to know. I don't think people don't hear so much about what life looks like, you know, after 40, and what, you know, like starting over looks like. And I think at least not in the real life, not necessarily in the real life kind of sense. Like we see movies and TV shows, which is great and super exciting that you're going to contribute to. But
Mm-hmm.
this is like real life on demand right now. Mm-hmm. This is the shit that's happening to us. Yeah. This is the thing. These are the things that we're going through. These are the things that I am so confident we are not alone in. And it's nice to kind of put these perspectives out into the public forum and say, like, how relatable is this? Mm-hmm. Can we give you a different perspective than maybe what society and culture has taught us? Because we have had like this like training, development, like personal development around things that isn't, I want to say, isn't as commonly known. We're just not going to sit here and just let 40 or like these cultural societal stories like run our lives. We're gonna challenge them, and we're gonna face the our inner beings, our those stories like ourselves, and we're gonna share them. So I think that's just kind of where we are. I think as a brand, I don't know if you feel that same way, or you feel like, I mean, I love putting in like that pop culture stuff. I'd love to talk about Stranger Things at some things. Like these are the things that like happen. Like like, but I think we're kind of more like, I think it's a unique brand of lifestyle. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. Like, we're still gonna pop in the pop culture and talk about TV 100%. And all that. Yeah. But we're like our brand is evolving into something like, okay, these are women in their 40s, these are women of color in their 40s. Because I think what you were like saying, like, oh, we see it on television, like we see like women starting over, but more, and no offense, more white women. You see that more in white cultures and not in our cultures, because it's so like ingrained in our culture that like you have to be married, have kids, like you're seen as a failure, whatever. Like literally I sometimes walk into parties feeling like a failure because I have no kids. I don't have a husband. I mean, and like on paper I have a house, I have a good job, but even then, like having the house and the good job, I feel like a failure because the house and the job that I have wasn't, not that I didn't want to own a house. Owning a house is like everyone's goal, right? But for me, it's like the job that I have is not the job that sets my soul on fire. Like it doesn't bring me life. And so like I see that as a failure for myself, but people see that as success. But then the whole thing around like not being married with kids and having this failed relationship, that like I feel like people are judging me. So it's just like all this subculture stuff is like messing with my head. And so like to talk about it and experience, and it's like, no, I'm amazing. Just because this relationship didn't work out, I'm still amazing. There is no failure. I'm just gonna go up from now, because the reason why this relationship ended is because I wanted more out of life. I wanted to experience something that is people like don't even like can't even imagine that they could experience at this time of their life. And I want to open those gates and like bring hope to people that kind of gave up on themselves because their family or culture or society told them they had to stay in this box, and that it's okay to break free, and it's gonna be scary and you're gonna have moments where you cry, but breaking free, that's where like life is. That's where your like true abundance is at. That's where your like actual like ecstasy, I keep saying the word ecstasy comes up, like you're gonna have so much just more happiness and joy, that you can't even imagine how happy you're gonna get. And like I'm not there yet, like I'm still going through all my stuff, but I know that that's like a waiting for me on this journey. And so it's good. All right, let me text hold on, I have to text my mom. Because they were like, you want to come have breakfast? And I was like, yes, but I'm like, have another 30 minutes.
I want breakfast. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry.
Like, I'll probably go there and then go to like the coffee shop and work. Okay, struggles and high vibes. Like, whoa, that took forever to get to. Got a lot to talk about.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Now that I feel like I'm mentally here.
Oh, good. I got you warmed up.
Yes. Well, let me see. Struggles. Lord. So, your girl had COVID. So, yeah. What the thing that I'm struggling with is COVID brain. And you guys have been kind of hearing this like in the medias. COVID brain is a thing. And I didn't think of it as a thing until this week in recovery. Because like I am having a hard time even just kind of describing what this feeling is like. It's like I feel like my brain is kind of like before COVID was this puzzle piece, and now like I feel like the pieces have moved, like it's not together anymore, like some of the pieces have been removed and set aside, or like it's like not in the same, it's not cohesive. And not that there's anything wrong with my brain, I just know that my brain is healing, my lungs are healing. We'll get to that. But like COVID, like I will take in an information, something like I'm looking at my list. Okay, so like I looked at my schedule and I saw like there were cancellations in there because one of my peoples are going on vacation. So like I looked at it and I could almost feel this, like my part of my brain was like, you have cancellations. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then the other part of my brain was like, your June schedule is not complete anymore. And that information, and what I normally would be like, oh, okay, cool, cancellations, replace those hours, whatever, reschedule, all the things. But it didn't come, that information didn't link that same way. It was like, saw the thing, the cancellations, another part of my brain was like, oh, you should do something about that. But the feeling around it was confusion. Like I almost was like, why doesn't that make sense? Like I literally had to sit there and be like, okay, I have to reschedule myself. But the feeling I got was like, why is that? Like, it was like, I felt confused. Like when the answer was so obvious, but like the feeling that around it was like, I felt confused about it. Like there was some missing link for me. And it took me a minute to be like, okay, like go reschedule yourself. Like it took longer to get there, like to the solution. And I was feeling so frustrated earlier, I think around Wednesday, because that was my first full day of work, and I was feeling really frustrated that it was taking me longer to like connect the dots. And I was like, oh my God. So it was showing me where I needed grace. And here's where language comes really important, because I could just say, this is COVID brain and my brain is never going to be the same. I'm not going to recover from this. Or like, I want to be quote unquote normal, or I want to function the way I did before COVID. And I want that right now, which was the experience. And I literally had to like back up from and create some space for myself, literally take like 10 minutes, 15 minutes and be like, breathe. This, you've heard this is a thing, and it's not like a deal breaker. It's not, like it's not the end all be all. You got to give yourself grace to heal. Yeah. Like let your brain do its thing. Your body, trust that your body knows what it's doing. Yeah. Let it just figure itself out. Yeah. And so it's been a practice of like patience with myself, and vocalizing like to people that don't know, like, hey, like it's taking me a little bit longer to process. I will get there. Yeah. And it's been, as the week has gone by, it's been better. The other thing is like my lungs are not at like full capacity. Like I feel like it's almost like I've smoked, and I've quit smoking. I had a relapse recently. I quit that. Thank God I quit that. Like excuse me, my vaping before I got COVID because it feels like now, like I feel like I've smoked like a pack of cigarettes like today. Yeah, like just like, so there's like, I'm getting, now that I've had it, now that I've had COVID and I've experienced my version of it, because everyone has had a different experience, like my version of COVID, grateful that it was really mild. Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like I never really spiked a fever. I had a cough. I had fatigue. That was really hard. I had maybe a day of like aches, body aches and like hot and cold flashes. But honestly, I will take that. There's so many people that didn't, get to have that kind of experience. So I will take it. And I'm getting now that my body is still healing. Like I may be asymptomatic now, but it's very apparent to me that there is some recovery that needs to happen, or that is happening. That I don't think I think this is a very unique experience. It's the recovery has not been like a recovery from the cold or the flu. This is a very different recovery that I'm not familiar with, and I'm sure no one is a new virus. So it's really weird. It's really interesting, and I gotta give myself grace for it, because I feel like my body feels like it's ready to go, and then I'll hit a wall and be like, oh, you're not quite at that point yet. And so it's a big practice of patience and grace for myself as I kind of move through it. So it's been a really interesting week of recovery. Glad I'm out of it though. I am,
and home.
And I'm home. Oh my gosh, I like cried like as we were landing, because I was like, oh thank God. Yes.
I think I would too. I think like
I didn't expect to be that emotional, but I was like, oh my God, I'm home. I'm not in a box, because that's how it felt. Like, just
you're out
to
of
be
your
in
hotel
isolation.
box.
So I just feel good to be home. So, well, there's my recovery. We'll see. Like, I'm sure as the weeks go on, it'll just get better and better. So here we are.
Yeah. Well, my struggles are less surface area, or more surface, or less deep, more surface. So I think a while ago I mentioned that I got the Billy razor, right? Yes. And I love the razor. It's cheaper than like, Venus and all that. And the razors last longer, and they're like, they don't give me as much razor burn. And like, I have really sensitive skin, and I really, really do love them. So I had to stop the like shipments because I had so much. So like, it's 2021. I wasn't shaving a lot, I mean, I guess I was having sex regularly, but like I didn't really care at that point, So, so I stopped, and I had a bunch of razors, and then in May I realized, we cuss here. Why am I don't know. I was like, oh shit, I'm on my last razor head. Like, I think it was April, actually. I was like, oh, I'm like my last razor head, and let me reorder it. So actually it was in May. So in May I reordered it. I had to actually update my credit card because it was like my old credit card that I lost. So I updated it, and I got charged like the first 2 weeks of May. Like, I even think like May, I can't even remember the day it got charged, but it was pretty like, May 10th or something. And they're like, oh, we'll deliver it to you by like May 25th. And I was like, oh, I still have to wait. Well, I still have the old one, and it still works. It's like, I could tell it was like starting to get dull. But I'm like, I'm actually shaving more now, just like for me. Like, I'm having less sex than I've ever had in my, like, past 15 years. But I'm shaving more just because, like, I just want to feel good. You know, I like, not that, it sounds really bad, like I'm rubbing my legs, but you know, like when you put lotion on, or like weather's warmer, so like I want to be wearing shorts, or wearing shorts to sleep. You know, I just feel more comfortable with my like legs being shaved. And so, man, like these past few weeks I've been like struggling. I was like, where is it? Well, the 25th came, no razor. I emailed them and I was like, hey, I haven't gotten it. And they're like, oh, we changed the packaging and we're trying to be more eco-friendly. You're going to get it. If you don't get it by June 1st, like email us. June 1st came, I forgot to check, but I checked June 2nd and it came June 2nd. So my Billy razors are here. So excited, but it just like, I was like, damn, it's fucking taking forever. And
it's like a month.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get charged again, which is fine. I got 4 razor heads. I'm going to keep it coming. And I was like, man, like I totally told myself I needed to order it when I had like 4 razor heads left, or blades or whatever they're called. But I didn't. And I was like, ugh, okay. So luckily I had razor, and then like I had this other razor, like it was like a sample that was pretty good, but I like the Billy one better. So
yeah.
So
I hear good things about Billy.
Yeah. It makes my since I have really sensitive skin, like after I shave, and it has this like thing around it that makes it like all like super lubricant and you know, keeps the moisture in and all that. Like it just it causes less like a razor burn, and I like it. So that's my struggle. I mean, I already gave you guys all like my healing update struggle, so you know, that is that there it is, you know.
There it is. Well, so I guess we got high vibes. So many. I mean, well, one, just I already talked about it. It's, you know, I'm being home. I love it. Thank God. But I think what I'm really excited about, and I guess we're going to talk about it next week too, is, oh my gosh, we're going to Palm Springs.
We're going to Palm Springs.
So excited. And when I lived in California, I could give a shit about Palm Springs. I did not give a care. Like, you know, like there's like...
we didn't go.
But
we never
went.
Yeah,
it wasn't like the spot to go to. But now that we're, you know, like, again, it's been a couple years. We have not been in one spot, the 4 of us, like me, Erica, Arlette, and Dawn, in like 2 years. I think I remember December 2019. Like, we have not been in one spot, and even then, it was just
I wasn't there.
Yeah, yes, you were.
No, I wasn't, because my brother got married, and so I was in Tahoe December 2019.
No, dude. We did like a whole photo shoot for like Hey Sister Soul Sister, man.
Oh, that's when I went to. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
like,
went right.
You were right there. I remember.
Yeah, I came home Christmas Eve or something. We went
like
to
that.
brunch. We went to brunch.
Yes.
I was like, we went to dinner.
What are you talking about? Brunch.
But remember, we did see them when your friend Karen got married in March.
Yeah.
At the picnic. I think we have this in a previous recording too.
And I forgot every single time.
It was the end of March, but we were.
I think
we were in the park and we were like social distancing, because like at that time we were like half. Like I was half vaxxed. You know, we were just trying to be really safe. Yeah.
We were outdoors and I fell asleep. This was the day after the wedding.
It was the day after the wedding.
So some of us, we were processing some alcohol that morning. Yeah, okay. So now I know. Okay, so it's been like what, over a year? But we have not done like days together.
Yeah, like hang out together.
How long? Like that's been years.
Arlette's wedding.
Had dinners. Holy shit! Yeah, Arlette's what 2017.
July 2017 is like the last time we were really like there, like together days, you know, hanging out. And so like, and I understand why you keep forgetting the picnic one, because it was really quick. It was just a few hours. We weren't like, it was really hard to have like, because we all sat in like our separate like rugs, our separate blankets. So, and it didn't feel that intimate. Because we were just kind of like, there was a lot of space.
And you can't really have like an intimate conversation yelling at each other from 6 feet away.
Yeah. I mean, and it was cool. Like I enjoyed that time. It was
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like how we used to be. But I think at the same time, we were kind of nervous because of COVID.
Yeah.
And it was like, we hadn't really because we're the type of people that we need to hang out more often. Like you and I talk a lot, but like we need to be together in each other's energy more often. So like, it was almost like a year and a half since we actually like really, really like were in each other's energy. So
like, I know like this is probably going to be another high vibe the next time we talk about it. So pre-warning. But in the energy that I am at right now, that is where I'm at. Like, I'm so excited. I literally only have to work 2 days this week.
Yeah.
After not,
barely
working the last 10 days.
Yeah.
Like, I am so excited.
Yeah.
So
and
excited.
I'm kind of like, I'm excited too. I wish, so I had to change some stuff on my flight. Like, I was going to get there Wednesday midday. Now I'm getting there Thursday midday. And I was trying to get there, like, Thursday night, but there was no real flights around there because, like, I ended up canceling one vacation day because I might go somewhere else later on in the year. But, like, I found out my boss is out, and I was like, maybe I could go back to the Wednesday, get there midday, and just finish working from home. Like, take the half day and working from home Wednesday. Yeah. I was like, let me look at the flights. If the flights are good, I might just do that. Because, like, I mean, I already paid for it. Yeah. And I could just do that. The only thing is, like, if a flight's delayed or, like, I call off sick or something, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. I'm so excited.
But, like, I'm excited to be there. Like, I may just do that because I just want to be in that energy. I mean, I have my sister's going to come watch the dogs. I just need to, like, like, last time we saw each other, I was just super down, and it was just, like, fresh out of the breakup. I had a hard time just, like, being, and I think now I'm at the place where I am being a little bit more. I do have my moments, but I think I could be in it a little more, Yeah. And so, like, I'm just excited to be at the pool. So I'm excited too.
Which tells me you're ready to go back to Magic Mike. And actually in the front row.
Yeah. And enjoy it. Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just like in my head that day, like, I just didn't like how my body looked. I didn't like how I was just I felt so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, our seats were also kind of
uncomfortable.
I'm not sitting in those seats again.
No. Well, it was like, I will definitely do Magic Mike again and be in the front 100%. And be like, hey, those guys were hot. So hot. Water. Okay. High vibe. So my high vibe is a product high vibe.
Ooh. We haven't had one of those in a minute.
We haven't done this in a while. Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, head over to YouTube and watch it. It's probably going to be late, like 2 weeks from now. Because I've noticed, like sometimes I skip a week and then post to YouTube. So it's like, it's just, the audio's out right away. The YouTube takes time. Sometimes because it's export, it takes forever. Okay, so that I'm not like really big on skin products. I really am not. But one brand that I've been liking for like face wash is Pacifica. They had like I don't know why, like I like their face washes.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, and I went to Target and they had this whole like vegan collagen line, and I was just like, so first I just got off. So they had the vegan collagen, right? And I got like the day cream. This is the day cream right here. And it's just like everyday day cream. And it has, let's see, I don't know, it's too bright.
Oh, there it is.
And there it is. And it has like SPF 30.
Oh.
When the first one I got was like a plastic bottle, they're changing it to glass. So that's really cool. Oh. So I bought that one along with like the overnight cream. They had like an overnight cream. So nice. I did that. And I didn't have like the face wash or anything. But I was running out. So I've done like 2 cycles of this one already. The night cream, I don't put that much on because it's really oily. And then plus I don't always wash my face. But, like I'm being better. Or this might be my second one too. I don't know. But then I saw that they had an eye cream. So I got the eye cream one. If you could see. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's little. So I put the eye cream on. I'll tell you guys how I do it. And then like recently, like I did like the Target pickup because like sometimes I get too much anxiety at the store, and it's actually quicker. You save money.
It's so quick 100%.
Because you don't
get sucked in.
You don't get sucked into the Target vortex of let me buy everything. It's you spend $20.
Multiverse in there.
Yeah, you spend $20. So then they had the face cream, the face wash. So they have a face wash, and this is all glass container. It's like really hard to do.
Oh, there it goes.
Then I found the hyaluronic.
You bought the whole line.
Yeah, the hyaluronic acid.
Oh, I love that shit.
Serum, and I'm in love. Like the other day, I was like in bed, and I was like touching my eyes, and I was like, "Oh my god, it feels so soft, brother. It feels so soft. It feels so good." So I started using these like basically when the breakup happened, and I absolutely loved like. Like I love that the face cream has SPF 30. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about that. If I'm going to be in the sun like a lot, then I bought like actual sunscreen like SPF 50. Yeah. But I love that it has it, and it's not like you have to put a little bit on because if you put too much it gets too thick. I love the eye collagen one, the eye cream. So I put it on at night and in the morning. Like I put this on first. Yeah. What I do with the overnight cream is like pretty greasy. So I don't like putting it on every night. I do it like, so I'm starting to change it up a bit. This is very recent. So what I'm doing at night now is doing the serum after I wash my face.
Hyaluronic acid. Yeah.
Or I do this. So it's just kind of like how I feel that day. Like if I feel my face really dry, then I'll do the cream. If not, I'll do the serum. But I'm thinking I'm going to just like be alternating. Yeah. And what I heard, I mean, obviously, and then I wash my face with this. But what I heard too is like, I heard somebody else do this, like in the shower, they put the collagen on there so that the moisture absorbs it even more while you're in the shower. Because I guess this person doesn't wash their face in the shower. They only wash it. They wash their face and then I don't know what they do. I think they take a shower at night, so they wash their face when they're like before they shower, and then in the shower they just put like the drops so that because of the like moisture in from all the hot water like gets soaked up. Yeah. So, like I mean, I'm really liking it. I feel the difference in my skin. Yeah. And I've been using it since like April. Like love. Yeah, so like the eye cream, like not all of it, but I just like decided to get the whole line because I was like, well, I like it, and I was like, I have to share it because you know me, I'm not like big on products. Yeah, I don't. I'm just like, oh, they kind of whatever. But like the other day when I was like touching my eye, and I was like, it's really soft, and I was like, okay, like I don't know if I physically see a difference, but I feel it. And so for me, it's like a feeling. Like if I touch my face and I'm like, oh, it feels soft. Yeah.
Well, I see the glow. I love it. It looks great. I think your skin
the glow is because I used BB cream today, and so sometimes when I use BB cream, it gets my face I use a Pacifica BB cream. I don't know if I should be using BB cream or CC cream. I don't know the difference.
I have no idea what those things are.
But I use that, and then I put my powder. But the BB cream, gets me.
I have no idea, but it looks great.
Yeah. So Mama like. There you go. Erica has skincare routine now, kinda. I still fall asleep with my makeup on every once in a while, but that's okay. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to go back to be better because like I have it. I like was really good when the breakup first happened because I was like, I refuse to look old because I am single now and I need to look good. I need to look better than when I was with my partner, my ex.
It's the J-Lo effect.
Yeah, like literally. Oh my God, J-Lo! Did you see the video she did with like her bikini? I was like, you fucking bitch! I'm so jealous. She's like 51, 52, and she looks like all hot. Damn. You know?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that's like my goal, like life goals is to look like J-Lo. Not look like J-Lo, just maintain. Yes. You know? Maintain the stuff. Maintain it. Because I'm not going to have a butt like her because I don't have a butt. So I can't do that. You know? Oh my God. So speaking of butts, and then we'll like log off soon. Like I saw a picture from like this girl I knew from high school. And I think she had like a BBL, like because like I don't remember her.
What's a BBL?
a Brazilian butt lift, BB. Yeah, like
Oh,
fake butt,
okay.
fake butt, fake
Yeah,
butt.
yeah, yeah.
But like it just like in her pictures, like it just looks awkward. Like a lot of these fake booties just look awkward. Like
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like you could. It just looks awkward, and I'm like, it
Yeah.
looks awkward.
Yeah.
Like if you, I mean, I want butt implants, but I want like the natural look. Like I don't want
Yeah.
it to look like super fake, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, it looks awkward. But you know, do you? I just like those are like hard body standards to achieve naturally. And I'm okay
100%.
with my butt. Like, you know, I'm just going to do squats and
Yeah.
make it look a little bit rounder. I mean, it's going to be
Yeah.
flat, but at least I got great tits. At least I got great
Word.
tits.
100%.
Yeah. So before we go, I did want to leave you guys with a words of wisdom because I saw this video. I hope it's not 3 minutes. It's about abundance. And this
that's right.
this woman I found just today on TikTok. She's doing like 15 days of abundance. I think she's on day 5 today. But I went back and saw day 1 and it just reminded me like, oh my God, I'm doing this because I'm painting my space. I spackled. Oh, I forgot to talk about that. I spackled my wall. I haven't painted it yet. It's a process. It's gonna take me like
there.
It's gonna be done by the end of June. That's my goal. Like one thing at a time. I'm busy. I gotta go do stuff. And so she was talking about abundance, and I thought this was really interesting because I was like, I'm doing that, and plus I'm going to like a coffee shop later to work on a project. So let's play this, and you know, let's have this last thing, and then we'll log off.
Yeah. This is day 1. It's all about location, okay? Do you see this? This is not my home. This is a location that I actually rent to do different things in my business, to feel creative, to feel expansive. It's actually a hack. When I want to feel more inspired, when I want to feel more into the energy of money, of love, of abundance, I actually come here because I know that this is a treat that I'm giving myself and it makes me feel good. This is a treat for my business because trust me, when I get here, I'm like, okay, honey, like bitch, work, okay? Like I get into all of these things that I've been wanting to do. When I'm in my house, I kind of procrastinate. So changing up your location helps you really tune into abundance. Let me tell you a little story about when I lived in a tiny home. I started my business literally in a 480 square foot tiny home. Only a bed fit there, a mat, a little table. I think I had a little couch and a TV on the wall. It was crazy. And it worked until it didn't work. It was super cute. But as my business started to explode, I remember feeling sad one day because I didn't feel comfortable in my own home. My reality, the reality that I built that was like luxurious and like it was just like bursting out of the seams with excitement, with love, with clients, with so much shit. When I looked around, I'm like, I don't see that. Like I don't feel that here. And so I had to move out because my reality didn't match my environment. And so I remember when I actually moved out, everything clicked. I got right into the place that I knew was activating all of my money channels. I made sure that I had a little balcony right in my room. And so I know you may be listening to this and you're like, well, yeah, I don't have, the opportunity to change my location that quick. But let me share with you that you can do it right now. You know, the reason why I got that idea was because I would literally leave my tiny home and I would walk around and I would go to the park and I would film my videos. And I remember feeling joy. I remember feeling excitement. I remember feeling like, damn, I feel so connected to myself when I'm outside and when I'm doing this and when I'm by the water. And I was like, I want this all of the time. And so by just me going outside, which by the way, it's free. I was taking a walk, creating content, creating videos. I even was creating content in my car, okay? I was changing the environment. I was giving myself the opportunity to really tune in and to get rid of all of these damn excuses. So try this. This is a beautiful, beautiful hack to tune into the energy of abundance, tuning into the energy of prosperity. And remember, you human have the ability to change your environment whenever you want. Come back for day 2 tomorrow.
Well, let's give her some credit. Who is that?
Yeah. Her name is, it's _ I am Melissa Reese.
Melissa Reese. She's got good, and you can feel it.
Oh yeah, she's so,
she's so good.
She's sassy.
I love it.
She's Latina, and I love how she talks. Like she still has her like that Latina like kind of, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, well, I could say because I'm Mexican, right? But she doesn't have, she kind of has that little like chola twang to her voice, you know? But like, but she speaks so eloquently about it. And like, so
she's got good energy.
She's got good energy. And the first video I came up on was like day 5 of abundance, and that's all I heard. And I was like, and I don't know why, I was like, let me look at day 1. Like I didn't even hear the rest of it. And when I went to day 1, I was like, that's exactly where I'm at right now. Like, you know, because what she was talking about, the tiny home that she got up and she's like, it's not matching me. That's literally how I've been feeling for the past like 2 to 3 years. And I'm just doing the little things like walking my dogs, you know, painting a room, going to a coffee shop, to do all these things to get out of the energy that I have that's tied to this home out into some different energy, and energy that is more abundant for me. And so like that so resonated with me, and I wanted to share with everyone in case you're going through, you know, some life changes. These are things that you could do to bring in the abundant energy into your life. So that's it. Love it. That's our show for today. Thank you guys. We love you. Remember to do all the things. Bye-bye.
Bye.